So disclaimer, everything we suggest in Kulai is all non-halal. So in that case, that shop is
It's
halal. Hello, my name is Adriel,
And my name is Yen Ping.
and this is the Teo-logy podcast. Okay, so we have finally had the chance to do our third food episode. Okay, and we're hoping that the feedback about this whole mini studio has been working out. We're just, again, we are trying and error, we are trying out, we're learning. But today, it is all about where to eat in Kulai.
So this is location specific now.
Yeah, so before we begin, let's give you the reminder how we go about it. Today, we're going to focus on where to eat for breakfast with a disclaimer, lunch, tea, and dinner. Okay? And the way we break it down is we'll talk about the vibes, the food, and the price. Vibe, food, price. Just remember the flow, okay? To give you an idea. So Yamping, maybe just share a bit more of the context of Kulai. So before we begin, yeah.
So Kulai is a small little town not too far from Johor Bahru. It's about half an hour drive out from JB. And it's a very unassuming town. Not too much going on there, but the food there is quite homely. So it's a nice getaway from the hustle and bustle. And demographically, it is a quite heavily Hakka Chinese town. So a lot of the cuisines that you find there are Hakka in nature, and especially one of the places that we recommend would be Hakka food, essentially.
Yeah. And so, without further ado, maybe let's start with the breakfast one, with a big asterisk.
Yeah, so we want to mention this one even though we actually haven't tried it because we want to go and try it. It's called Mok Gao, which literally means don't kacau.
Oh, don't disturb.
Don't disturb, don't stir, don't interfere. I'm not sure what they were trying to get at.
But we are still going to interfere the next time we go there.
Yeah, but it's a beef noodle place. It's a breakfast place, and the reason why we've never gotten down to trying it is because it's those kind of old Chinese places where it starts at 5 a.m. and then it sells out by like 9, 10 a.m. So we've just never reached Kulai town early enough to try it. But a good friend of ours, Jing Hai, recommended it, so definitely going to go there one day. If you get there before us, let us know how it tastes.
Yeah. So the next place, we went in time for lunch, and this should be our second time going there. Shout out to Joss, a Singaporean, for suggesting it to us, and we liked it lah. So it's called Lei Cha Under the Big Tree.
Yes, so Chinese is Kulai, which is Kulai. Kulai 大树下擂茶.
Yeah. So vibe wise, right? First of all, again, these kind of places, right? You know is good in the sense where that when you reach there, there is no title.
Yeah, I mean the fact that you name yourself.
Under a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's so many other lechas under the tree, but yours is the one under the tree, you know? Not in a commercial site, but in like an automate or car workshop area, you know, you see lots of lorries around. So the entrance to it is so tight. The moment you arrive, right? I tell you, we saw this non-stop. Velfire's, Alphard's, Nissan Serenas, these big cars, expensive cars coming in, dropping off a boatload of people as if it was a tourist attraction. Yeah.
And then they'll go and find another place to park.
And because it's so tight, you hear horning, you know, parking cars getting stuck, but they are still willing to go through that. Okay? And it's so that's the vibe at the outside. So,
Yeah, and there's no signboard outside.
correct. The signboard only, I think, appears when you go inside. And the moment you step inside, is this sort of open air, windy makan area with a lot of places to sit. And you're instantly greeted with the line for you to line up to go to eat lah. So that's the vibe.
Yeah, give
you order your
orders,
food, yeah. So it's very fast. You order, you sit down, the food comes almost instantly. So that's the vibe. Now, why not you start us off with the food a bit?
Yeah, so they serve two main types of dishes, which is very Hakka in nature. The first, as the name suggests, is the lei cha. So lei cha directly translated is pounded tea or pounded herbs. It is a bunch of herbs that they they pound and then they boil into a soup,
Yeah.
which will be like a green color herbal minty soup.
Yeah.
And then they serve it on the side with another bowl of like nuts, rice and vegetable
nuts,
mixture.
vegetables, yeah.
Yeah, so you're supposed to like mix up all the rice and the nuts and whatnot, and sometimes people will pour their soup directly into the bowl. Some people eat it separately.
Yeah. And disclaimer, Yan Ping is not a fan of lei cha. I enjoy lei cha, and I'm so happy that not only I enjoy it, it's healthy lah. But Yan Ping, for someone who doesn't enjoy lei cha, how did you feel about it?
Yeah, so I'm someone who doesn't like very strong flavors, hence the minty flavor to me is like, I feel like you're drinking Colgate. but I like that one. Like I can take that one. And I think it's because number one, the minty flavor is not too strong, but the soup isn't like weak either. It's quite rich and thick as a broth. And then
The kind where you can become full drinking it.
yeah, and then the bowl of nuts and whatnot. I like that they have a generous amount of long beans, of course chopped up. So to me it balances out the like overly healthy feeling.
So usually the way I eat my lei cha is I'll pour the whole soup. But this time around, because I think they were flavorful enough, like somehow so rich and fresh, right? That I decided to take it differently. I take the rice and by itself, and then I'll sip the soup a little bit to flavor up the taste. Yeah, so that's the food. Now the second part, the interesting thing, okay, for me, every time I encounter, so the second category of dish they sell is yong tau fu. Okay, what I experience usually is yong tau fu. Usually you eat the kway teow and what is stuffed inside all these vegetables and tau fu is fish paste. But it is here that they add pork paste. Yeah. So disclaimer, everything we suggest in Kulai is all non-halal,
Non-halal.
except one place.
Yeah, but it does go to say like how Hakka a town it is. It's just very Hakka Chinese, so their yong tau fu is also very
Correct.
Chinese.
So it's fried on the spot. You pick, you choose, you pay, and then you go eat it. And we really enjoyed. Yeah, we enjoyed the whole thing. So the price? How do you think of the price?
Pretty reasonable. I can't accurately remember the prices for like what's one bowl of lei cha kind of.
About 9 and 10.
Okay, yeah. So if you combine like two people with like an assortment of yong tau fu, which is what most people do, right? They order their own bowl of lei cha and then they share some yong tau fu. Two people will probably come up to about 30 ringgit, including drinks.
Yeah. So reasonable. Yeah, and for us it was even cheaper because we ordered lei cha and a few pieces of yong tau fu and we shared among ourselves.
Yeah, so we just had one bowl, which was pretty good because we're not big eaters anyway.
I think I can eat by tahan lah. Okay.
Yeah, but it's a lunch place, so if you don't eat so heavy for lunch, then yeah.
Continue on dinner or snack later lah, right?
Yeah, and also on that note, it has to be lunch because it closes by 3 p.m.
Yes.
And a lot of the Chinese food in the town closes early, so yeah, you want to hit it early.
Okay. So the next place is tea time. Why not you take it away?
Yeah, this is my favorite. So it's a place called JuFei, which literally translates as a gathering of coffee. It's a cafe, but if you look from the outside, you'll never see it. It is from the outside, it looks like a rundown shop lot that is abandoned.
Okay, but so pause there right there, okay? So I'm going to show you guys the picture now. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, show us where's the shop. Okay, no, you cannot. We need to show you. It is right here. Okay?
Yeah, so it's on the second floor. There's no signboard, but of course on the ground floor there's like a little stand to tell you walk up the stairs to JuFei. You need to go up 2 flights of stairs. But the minute you enter, you're like transported back into the 80s. It's really, really vintage. There is no aircon, no Wi-Fi.
Describe vintage.
So the no aircon, right? So the place is aired either by natural wind, which the windows are open with the curtains, very nice. You can sit by the window and look out, or these really old Chinese fans that you can only find in my grandma's house. The table legs are also made from the ancient sewing machine that you need to step on manually. Also, my grandma's house. And just every corner has a lot of vintage collections that yeah, it brings you back to the 80s.
Yeah. From the photos to the sitting areas, the tables, the chairs, everything is vintage.
Yeah, and there are lights, but majority of the shop is lit by natural lighting.
Yeah.
So it's very nice for photography. You see a lot of people coming in with their like DSLRs and the really like artsy people taking different corners. So it's that kind of vibe.
Yeah, we had this Malay couple who entered who ate for just 15 minutes, but the remaining half an hour was just snapping photos everywhere. Oh yeah, so in that case, that shop is
It's
halal.
halal.
Yeah.
It's a cafe. Yeah. And you can actually buy postcards from the place of I don't know who it is who painted the cafe, but you can actually, get postcards that have the drawing of the cafe.
5 postcards for 20 ringgit, and they were really nice drawings. Yeah, and you're greeted by these two
Uncles.
early retired uncles who look like they work from the corporate world but decided to pump all their money into setting up this cafe and live their passion on cooking and baking.
Yeah, they're Mandarin speaking, so that was very fascinating for me as well because most cafes I've been to have a very hipster, modern English vibe.
Yeah.
It was very refreshing for me to hear this uncle explain different beans in Mandarin, like, oh, this one is more acidic, this one is more floury, right? In Mandarin.
And while the other uncle is busy baking the cake for the next day. Yeah, and it was very nice, and their Spotify song list was very interesting. Indie covers of from the 2000s.
Yeah,
So that it was cool.
yeah.
It was cool.
Like
so
this
there's a vibe.
place is like vibes.
Yeah.
Just go for the vibes.
Yeah. The food though. Okay, the food is good. The menu is very simple. One page menu. Okay, few drinks, few food. What do you order?
So I had the flower tea, which of course you can, keep on topping up your hot water and just sit there the whole day.
Yeah, and I had mocha latte, which was good. The coffee was just fine. You can taste both the chocolate and the coffee at the same time. Yeah, but you ordered something extra.
Yeah, so I was very tempted by the looks of the cake. And they have one or two pastries like scones, waffles, but they will have this thing called the cheesecake of the day. So it's either like matcha or lemon or original, depending on uncle's mood. And it's just really made with love, I feel.
Yeah, we had the matcha cheesecake. It was cut the best triangle slice.
Yeah, you can see the even 3 colors.
It's not overpowering. The matcha was not overpowering. There was no after green tea taste. There was no after cheesy taste. It was just
nice. Yeah.
Really just Goldilocks. Oh.
And it's nice to watch the uncle. So if you go late enough in the day, you'll see the uncle like, getting ready the cake for the next day. So he'll be there grinding the biscuit base for the cheesecake and stuff like that.
Yeah. And so the price is still very much normal price cafe. However, to a certain extent, you can find certain things there cheaper. Seeing probably because they are in the small town Kulai. Yeah, like for example, their scones are 5 ringgit. Their pizza is 15 ringgit. Their cakes is 11 ringgit. Their garlic bread and their waffle is 8 ringgit.
Not bad, you remember all the prices.
Oh yeah. Because they were so low that I could remember them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the price lah. Yeah.
But having said that, we highly recommend you visit at least once for the vibe, right? The atmosphere. But if you're thinking of working there, just bear in mind this because it's so vintage. There's no Wi-Fi.
No aircon.
Yeah, no aircon. So you can go in the morning if you want to enjoy. You can even have a late breakfast there. They
Opens
open
at
at
10.
10 a.m.
Yeah. Okay. So now the last place where they have dinner. Okay. So fun fact was suggested. Okay. So context was my father was playing golf in Kulai, so we were gonna bring him out for dinner. And so fun fact, we decided to ask the uncle in the JuFei cafe where to eat, and he was so friendly, so lovely. He said, "Oh, you can go here, but last time the chef not cooking anymore. He's he is now the manager, so not so good anymore. So why not you go here, why go here? And so we end up following his suggestion, which is called
Jing Hai restaurant,
So
which
Jing-
means golden ocean.
so Jing Hai restaurant is opposite Kulai Aeon. This small lot there, very homely. Yeah.
Family owned business.
Correct. So like remember in Kepong I talked about the Korean Ajusi and Ajuma or Tepunim or Samchanim or whatever I forgot how to say. That kind of homeliness, same vibe, non-Korean, that's all. Yeah. So tell me more of the vibe. What else can you add on?
Well, this one's air conditioned. It's your usual round table, the plastic round table that you find in Chinese restaurants. It's a family-run business, so you have like the son come and take your order, and then the father is the cook, and then the mother will be like bustling around and giving you on the house stuff.
Yeah, and then the younger son is like talking about how they're not taking care of his mini plants that was displayed there. and like this auntie was so kind, like she was just cutting watermelon for herself and then said, nah, 请你吃, I got extra, I let you eat. So I do not know whether it's gonna happen to you guys if you go there, right? You don't go, hey, where's my watermelon? Okay, because Teo-logy podcast says so. No, I'm just saying that's what we experienced, so we really like the vibe. Okay.
How about the food?
As for the food, right, we ordered three things. So we were told to order the fish.
The Assam fish.
The Assam fish. So we ordered the Assam fish, Assam pedas stingray fish. We ordered the egg soup with that crab sticks, mushrooms, and carrots. It tastes like the when you add vinegar, like the
Shark fin,
soup.
but there's no shark fin inside.
Yeah. And finally, tofu clay pot with
Mixed vegetables.
and slices of pork belly inside, which definitely pork being pork adds flavor. Okay?
So yes, again, non-halal.
Non-halal, yeah, okay? So, tolong orang Melayu jangan pergi situ. Okay. Yeah, so why not you explain the fish? What do you like about the fish? Yeah.
Fish was good. It had a lot of dimensions to it, I felt.
It's coming from someone who might not fancy spicy stuff.
Yeah, so I enjoyed it. His dad mentioned the word superb.
Yeah, he said that.
I don't know if it's overhyping, but yeah, basically it's good.
No, if my dad says it's superb, it's superb because it's very, his taste buds, yeah.
Yeah, so it comes in a pot, which feels like you're mining for gold, right? Because you're like, where's the fish? Where's the pineapple? Where's the tomato? And then they do the usual Chinese thing where they put a little candle underneath so that it keeps it warm while you're still eating as well. And because of that, the chef, he will come out every now and then and like help you stir it so that the bottom doesn't burn.
Yeah, and he'll ask, 好吃吗? Is it nice to eat or not? Okay, remember to do this, you know, kind of.
Yeah.
It was so friendly, yeah.
So Assam was good.
Yeah, and then after that was the egg soup. Now, if I had the choice to give my preference, I wouldn't have add the slices of carrots there because it was like a crunchy texture out of all the softiness. So it wasn't like a pleasant welcome to my taste buds lah. Yeah, but I added the vinegar and I enjoyed the whole taste of it. Yeah.
But apart from that, it was very homely. We ordered soup because both him and his dad, they were sick. So that was a pretty good dish too.
Yeah, I had ulcer. My dad was sick. Yeah. And finally, because of the pork belly slices, the tofu was soft. It was good. It was rich, and for that meal, you know, it's good.
Yeah, I agree with what the uncle who recommended us, right? He basically said the go-to dish is the fish, but everything else is pretty good. And I agree with his statement.
Yeah. Surprise-wise, okay, so the fish was not cheap. Thank you, Daddy, for paying for the food. Okay, my father. The fish was 38 ringgit, and then the remaining two dishes was 14. Each. So, if you didn't order a fish, technically, and order something else, you know, it'd probably be good pricing as well. But it was worth it lah. Yeah, provided I'm not paying for it. Yeah.
But yeah, can recommend to people to go.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Can. And I hope it remains homely as ever for your experience if you do choose to go there as well. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So, any last? Yeah.
Yeah. What do we think in general about Kulai food?
I start first. I think for me, seeing is a very more Chinese focused area. I think you're not too short on food choices lah. So I think the next time we go there, we can try something else.
Yeah.
However, one thing I like about Kulai is the peace. If KL is so busy, Johor Bahru is lesser, Kulai is even lesser. So I like the vibes of Kulai as a whole. Makes me sound so old, right?
Like you want to retire there?
Yeah. Later, another story. So that's for me. What about you?
Yeah, I agree in terms of the. So Kulai has the new town, old town. The new town pretty much feels like any other town, but the old town is the part that still has its personality. That's what I really like. I really like that Kulai doesn't have a lot of things for you as a tourist. Probably like a bunch of temples, and because of that, it's still very homely. So the food, I feel, is not adulterated yet. So when you go big cities, pretty much everyone has the same Ajinomoto flavor. Yeah, this one you can tell that it's different chefs, different cooks, and it's very small businesses. So they don't really scale up, right? But it is what it is, and that's what I really enjoyed.
Okay. Simple. You
Yeah.
can go.
Yeah.
Won't be disappointed. Yeah. Okay. I think that's it for now.
This is the Teo-logy podcast.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.